What's going on, people? Welcome to the Aston Villa preview. Quick turnaround, a home tie after that 2-0 victory over Fulham. On Saturday, we're back to business, and this is the game that I've been looking forward to. A home game against a side that Glasner has actually done well against, home and away so far. But as always, get involved by dropping a like and subscribing and letting us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Joined by Pat and Lou for this one. Gents, all three of us went to the game on Saturday. That's all done and dusted. Wipe the smiles away. It's time to get back into business. Tuesday night, Villa at home. I think everyone knows. If you watch the content, you will know how I feel. This is a massive game. This is a massive week for Palace. We've got Villa. We've got
Must win.
Well, this is a must win. Yeah, this is a must win because of the teams above us. We're playing catch up. We've done our job against Fulham. And this side, Lou, has shown time and time again, away from home, we look like one of the best sides in the whole league, but at home, we haven't. So how big is this game for you? Because I know you like to downplay certain games, but how are you approaching this?
Listen, yeah, it is a big game. I think all the games towards the end of the season now are big games, especially after that 2-0 win against Fulham. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to the game. Second link up of the week. I've got a good feeling about it, man. I think the Leicester and the Everton game were quite similar, and I think if Glasner, he's gonna take maybe a slightly different approach. And I spoke about it in the Fulham preview that Villa play one way, a really high line. They're not going to sit back like Everton or Brentford, so it'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, Patrick, I know it's your second game since coming back to the UK. You saw a victory against Fulham, but what's your thoughts on this one?
As Lou said, they're a very good team. A lot of respect for the manager. He's a winning manager. They've got some very talented attacking players. But there's no doubt you can get at them defensively because they not only do they play a high line, they've got injuries in the centre half position. So for me, I'm looking forward to that. And we're doing this the day of the presser, and the manager said we have no injuries, so I'm expecting Adam Wharton to start. And if he does, that opens up a lot. The way Ebbs is playing, the way Matessa's been playing. So I'm looking forward to the game. I know, D, the home form is a problem for you. I get it, but I know the game's important.
For me?
Yeah, for you. You harp on it.
Lou and I what about you?
No, I don't harp on that. I understand it's an issue. I don't harp on it. You harp on it over and over. If we win tomorrow, you're still going to say, well, the next home game is important. I get it. It's you. You're D. I get it.
Lou, what is he talking about me? Is it not important for the whole of Palace? Like, 2 wins at home is not acceptable. It's not. Glasner doesn't think it's acceptable.
We get it. We get it.
I go to more away games, so.
But what? So that's your excuse. That's why you're fine with it. But
listen, I'm coming to break the curse. I wasn't at Everton or Brentford. I'm coming to break the curse.
Okay, cool. But you was at Leicester. Yeah, which is crazy now looking at Leicester's results. The fact that we didn't beat them at home. But what needs to change then? Is it a simple case of bringing in Adam Wharton into the side and that helps us? Because I do think we can't approach this game the same way as Fulham. I think that's been one of our problems all season. The way that we approach home games versus away games is a case of Ben Chilwell coming in as well. What do we need to see differently, Lou, in order to get those results at home?
Like I said, I think that whole judgment of how home form's been this game might be a bit different just because of the style of play that Villa play. I think that really means a lot because they play a really high line and not many. Well, some teams have come here and played. It's like when we've played against teams who don't sit back, our finishing's been poor. And then when we've played against teams who do sit back, our finishing's been poor and we've struggled to break them down. So I'm hoping like this game is much more open. To me, the key is Adam Wharton and the Ebbs that played on Saturday, a similar type performance. Those are the key things. I think Morgan Rogers got a knock on Saturday. I think he's a doubt for the game. I don't know if he's playing. I think personally we can deal with Asensio, and Chris Richards has dealt with Rashford quite a lot. I personally think this game is set up for us to get a good result. Obviously our home form makes me a bit nervous and doubtful, But I really think tomorrow's the day we can turn it around.
And
I'm not.
and for me, I'm with Lou. The one starting is important. Ebbs being Ebbs, and I'm gonna go back to it, taking our chances. The manager mentioned that today in the press conference. He thought, game. It's a game of 4 small margins, and if you can take the opportunities at home, which we really don't, I think we'll be fine. Of course, if Villa score first, etc., you're gonna have that negativity, but I really think that it's a matter of, that Saul chance goes in against everything. It's a different match. I mean, against Leicester, if we're not, that silly mistake between Gahey and Henderson to let Vardy in, it's a different game. So I know we have 2 wins at home. I get that, but I think we just have to go off to a better start again. Villa have issues defensively. Lou mentioned not having Morgan Rogers is going to be big for them, and I think that again, if we can take our chances, we don't have any injury issues. I think we'll be fine.
I think this is a game where you look at the wing backs as well. Munoz got the goal. I know Lou wasn't happy with his performance apart from the goal. But Mitchell on the other side, he had a very good game against Fulham. Does he still stay in the lineup? Because before the Fulham game, there were discussions about, Mitchell starts this game and maybe at the home game you start Ben Chilwell because you could offer a bit more. Do we make those kinds of changes? Do we take those risks in games like Villa at home when there's going to be spacing behind and maybe an attacking wing back can come good, Lou?
I know I've probably repeated myself so many times, but like there's not many times I've been a Palace fan and agreed with everything that the manager does. So I don't even feel like I'm qualified to tell Glasner if he should play Mitchell or Chilwell.
He's not going to get upset.
No, but I my faith is so much in this manager that whoever he puts out, I'm going to be like, okay, that was the right person to put out. You can't drop Mitchell after the performance just gone. Who was their starting right back? Was it their new signing that played on? Has anyone got the lineup for their last game?
For what? For Aston Villa?
Against Chelsea. Who was their right back? I think Mings got injured as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I can try to find it for you.
Because obviously the game is going to be dependent on the opposition. So I think Mitchell really
Matty Cash played right back. Konsa and Mings played centre half in the right. Mings came off injured, and Maatsen played left back.
So it'll probably be Luca Dean that will play this game, maybe.
Rotation,
right back Cash. Cash is a good right back. He's not the best, but he is an attacker. Who played right wing? Bailey.
Morgan Rogers started and then came out. Yeah, he was injured, and then Ramsey played left side, and Sensio played center or number 10, and Watkins was a striker. With McGinn and Tielemans were the starting midfield.
I think it may be a game for Mitchell to start and not finish this game. Maybe he gets a rest and it gives Chilwell some minutes. I would start Mitchell and see how it goes. I'll probably stick with Mitchell this game.
Yeah. I'm not against Mitchell starting. I just think you can ask the question because now we've got actual options there. So, and meant to be 2 different profiles. I think if Ben Chilwell started that game against Adama Traore, from what I've seen, limited amount of minutes defensively, he could have struggled. It could have been a whole different game. I think Mitchell handled him well. So I think it depends on opposition, depends on what you want. But Mitchell also performed well going forward. So it's not like it's the worst case scenario. Patrick, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think with again, watched the presser a few hours ago, and the manager was very keen to point out not only the tactical way that Villa does, which is I love that again, but also that they didn't train today. They basically just had 30 minutes and they did a lot of video work and talking, so they didn't really train. So for me, I really think it's a good chance that Chilwell does start because of the short turnaround, fresh legs, and wanting the same thing because they both came on in the game to get a little runabout. I think to give Mitchell a break now will be perfect, and give Lerma a break would be perfect because I think again the short turnaround, a little bit, a few less hours than Villa had. Villa played after us, so that's the thing. But again, they also have injuries now. Again, Lou mentioned Mings got injured, Rogers got injured, so their bench is getting a little bit shorter. So they've got quality backups. Trust me, they've got quality, but centre half wise, they're going to struggle because again, besides Konsa, and who was also, by the way, injured recently, they don't have a lot of centre half depth, so that's to our benefit, I think.
Did anyone get any quotes from Unai Emery's press conference? Did he? I know he normally does his at 1:30 as well.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't.
not too sure. Yeah, we can try to find out what Unai Emery said. But yeah, I'm not even looking at the injuries. I don't know. I just feel like the Everton game is kind of just put me off in terms of looking at other the opposition's injuries, etc. Like, let's just see. It's about what we do. It's forget about who the opposition have available. It's about what we do. You know, we still lost against the Everton side at 13 outfield players available due to the injury crisis. We've struggled at home all season long. So I think I'm more concerned about Wharton and Eze starting in this game. I'm not really that concerned about Mitchell Chilwell. We can always make those adjustments, but I think Wharton is key. Wharton is key in this game because he can bridge that gap between the defense and the attack. And especially, I know we're saying that Villa's going to play more expansive, and we'll see how that goes. But regardless, even if they don't play expansive, when you have Adam Wharton in your side, then you can break them down. You know, if there is no spacing behind, or if there is spacing behind, he can find that pass. He came on against Fulham, and within 10 minutes, some of the passes that he made, incredible, easy, makes it look easy. So Adam Wharton, I think, is the key to for me in order to try and win this game. But for you lot, where do you see the game being won and lost?
Whoever takes their chances, who's clinical.
I know that.
That's
whoever's clinical, whoever scores more goals, they will win.
No, because I feel like both teams have qualities. Watkins up front, Rashford, Asensio. We've been scoring goals away from home, but like we do create chances at home as well. So I think it's I think it'll be a game of. Do you know what? It's tough, this one. I kind of feel like it's set up for us to do well. I really do. It'll be a tactical game. Like I said, Emery doesn't really change how he plays. He plays the same way most games, and I think they thrive against bigger teams, especially at home. But yeah, I don't think they really fancy coming to us on Tuesday night tomorrow.
So I have the Emery quote so far as the fitness. So he said, Lemire Bogard helped us at the start of the season when we needed it. He is doing a very great job always. He did the same on Saturday against Chelsea. His versatility was very important. We are progressing with some players who have been injured. Axel Disasi can play tomorrow. Tyrone Mings, we will see how he's feeling. Konsa, after he came back, he feels good. Pau Torres is close to adding to us this week or maybe next week. So basically, I forgot they had Disasi on loan. He couldn't play against Chelsea. So he'll be starting probably with Konsa, and they had the kid Bogart to come in there. So it's not their preferred center pairing, but at least they do have guys coming back. But again, we all know what Axel Disasi's nickname is, so I don't really fear him as a centre half. So I think Mateta can bully him like he bullied the Fulham centre halves, Joe in particular.
They don't really play. They use their fullbacks, provide the width for them. They don't really play. They play direct through the middle, so it'll be quite congested.
The classic 4-2-3-1, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be quite congested. Like Rodgers and Ramsey were their wide players against Chelsea, and they're not touchline players. Bailey is a bit more of a touchline player. Rashford is more of a touchline player. So when I say about lineups do matter, because if it's Rashford and Bailey, they're going to play different to if it was Asensio on the right and Ramsey on the left. So it's tough. It's tough to work out.
Yeah. When it comes down to Ismail Assar now, does he start in this game? Because last time I suggested it, I was like, no way, Assar has to start. I think he probably does start in this game because of how Villa approached the game. And if you remember the reverse fixture where Ismail Assar started, he scored against them, of course. Was that in the Carabao Cup?
He scored in the league and he set up Devaney in the league.
Yeah. So, no, was it a league?
Yeah.
No,
Eze and Kamada scored in the cup.
It was a league, Eze and Kamada. Yeah, you're right.
You don't know
all right, sorry. You know, one game.
2 games actually. That was 2 games.
Yeah, you're right. But I remembered it. I remember the fact that he made those runs and scored a goal. I just forgot whether it was the league or the Carabao Cup. But look, we have got. That's what I'm saying. We have gotten results against them. But does Sarr start for this one? I think he actually does. Funny enough, I wasn't too sure against Everton, but
who else could play there?
Right, pick someone. Who are you gonna play?
Who are you gonna play
there?
Name
someone.
There?
No. Name.
You tell us.
Yeah, who do you not think? If Sarr wasn't starting in this game, who would?
But he is. So we're asking you. No, we're asking you. Who would you play over Sarr? Because Sarr's not injured. Sar's fine.
No,
Who would you
I
play?
just asked a question. I didn't say that Sar shouldn't start. I, in fact, said that Sar.
I'm
should
pretty
start in this
sure
game.
you started with Sar. If
No.
Sar does not play, who would play? I'm asking you.
Yeah. No.
I refuse to answer that
Afterwards.
question. I
No,
refuse to answer that question.
I was saying for the Everton game, for example, I was asking that question and I meant that question because I wasn't too sure about the setup. But for this game, I think he does start. But out of curiosity, for you lot, if Sar didn't play, who would you start? Like, let's say if he didn't, is it Daichi Kamada? Because Daichi Kamada came off the bench a few times. Or would there be anyone else?
Not right now for me.
Roman SA, you lot don't want to mention him?
Whoever
See,
was
here's-
performed,
Okay. So here's the thing.
performing in training.
Go on.
Right. Here's the thing, right? I mean, unless something has changed dramatically, the starting three is Eze, Mateta, and Sarr. It doesn't change, barring injury. Not even because they're all basically playing really well. So I get we have, which is great. We do now have Kamada, Devaney, Esse, and hopefully França. We have 4 players, and obviously Nketiah. We have 5. But let's be serious. Right now, this part of the season, those 3 are going to start now. Saturday against Millwall, could it change? Possibly. So that's different. But we're talking about Villa. We're not talking about Millwall, right? We're talking about Villa. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's any way that front 3 changes for this game. But I do think there's a possibility it changes on Saturday because of 3 games in 1 week. Maybe you don't want to stress out their body, especially like a Ebbs who's been injured. But I don't think any way that Sarr does not start. I'd be shocked he doesn't start, honestly.
You know what?
I think he plays the strongest teams today, tomorrow, Millwall and Ipswich. I think he plays the strongest teams because they're going to have like 3 weeks off.
There will be a big break.
They're going to empty the tank. They're going to empty the tank now.
Yeah, and also the home form needs to change as well. In terms of like the relevance,
Wait, what you just said? I didn't hear you. You don't say enough. Say it again. I didn't hear you. You didn't say enough. Home form has to change. You said D. I agree.
The home form.
Really, you agree with that?
So that's the reason why
if we don't win, we're going to have to hold.
Tank. It's about getting wins.
Also, if we don't win, we might have to hold the club accountable for
what?
100%,
bro.
Accountability is important. I agree. Accountability
is important.
Yeah.
That's why you're on here and always questioning my takes. You hold me accountable. So yeah, that is fine. Just like I'll hold you accountable as well when it's needed. But in terms of relevance, look, let's end it on this and we'll move on to score predictions. In terms of relevance about 8th finish, this is a must win, right? And still keeping a hope sign.
Must win in the sense of European hopes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you want any slim chance of making 8th, you have to win tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So.
Now that we're all in agreement.
But it's not a must win in the sense of trying to finish 9th or 10th.
I'm not sure we just agree, by the way. Nice try. I don't think we agreed on anything, but we just said that, we have to.
Patrick, what? You have different thoughts?
No, I'm saying
if you want to make Europe, you have to win.
Right.
Yeah. If you just want to if you still want to have a strong end to the season and finish as high as we can, it's not a must win.
But then again, if you want to finish 10th, I mean, we're still 6 points. Yeah, right. Still 6 points. So it's not like there's a major difference. We're 6 and I believe 9 points away from
the spot to aim for is Brighton in 9th. We're not catching Villa. Let's be honest. But if 9th gets Conference League, let's go for 9th. Villa,
it won't. It's 8th with. I think they've.
That's what I'm saying. 8th, right? We wouldn't go to 9th. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think 8th is a long shot. Let's focus on winning.
Villa could fall off because of Champions League.
They could.
And they're still in the FA Cup.
They are, and Brighton are.
And if we beat them as well, by the way, then it would mean that we're only 6 points here
with a game in hand.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, with a game in hand.
Yeah, they play Liverpool, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
exactly. With a game in hand, so that could easily come
with Ipswich and Southampton. What next?
Wow, you guys got
it's a significant game. It's a significant.
Are you happy now? You just changed Lou's whole opinion on it. You're happy now. So if Lou wasn't thinking
I was feeding him some.
No, I was trying. I've been trying to teach him for ages, and now he finally understands where I'm coming from. You got Ipswich, you got Southampton. If you beat them, then you might be 6 points, and it could easily turn to 3 points. That's what I'm saying. Like for us, this game is massive. But score predictions. Of course, all 3 of us will be going to the game. I'll start it off with
2-1 Palace.
4-1 Aston Villa. Blue?
No, come on, do it seriously.
All right, cool.
Because no, do you know what he'll do? He'll say this is his prediction.
And they'll change it.
Then make a different prediction and then claim
and I was right.
Yeah, I'm capable with the predictions I made. So I said the 4-1 Villa. I'll say 2-0 Palace and then also 2-1 Palace as well. Actually, nah. Let me stick with 2-0 Palace.
Okay.
2-0 Palace. Patrick?
Stat-wise, we have beaten Villa 3 of the last 4 times at home. 5-0, 3-1, and 3-2. So we lost to them 2-1 in 2021. A lot of goals in those games, so I'm going to go 3-1 Palace. 3-1 Palace.
Ooh. Actually, Luke, before you jump in, I'm going to change my score prediction.
Not allowed to change. Luke, go ahead.
No.
No backsies. No backsies. No backsies.
I'm gonna change it to 2-1 Palace. Just to confirm it. That is 2-1 Palace. So that is my final prediction. Of course, it could change. We're not doing opposition previous. So yeah, 2-1 Palace. Luke.
I'll go 2-0 Palace.
2-0 Palace. Are you sure you don't want to change it?
I'm gonna go. Who's to score? Walton backflip.
This guy's been obsessed with a backflip from around.
Do you know who else?
You.
Danny Munoz.
Danny Munoz. Oh,
they're like London buses. When one comes, another one comes straight away.
You should be doing more Munoz. That's all I hear when I go to games with you. I realize whenever I'm at games with you, or even to watch along as well.
Did you know he was in the top 95% for expected goals as a defender in the whole of Europe?
So what are you trying to say?
That he gets in the great positions, but his conversions aren't as great. That's what I mean. That's what I said the whole time.
Patrick, quickly before we
does that not understand, Patrick?
But I agree. But he's really a defender. But that goal on Saturday, that's not. You couldn't find a striker get a better strike than that. So I'm giving him. No. I'm just giving that strike. I'm still picturing in my head that boy in the back of the net, him running off to the corner. No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm happy with it, man. For a defender, a wing back, brilliant finish.
100%. Like he shut me up for what I was demanding for. Yeah, that's what I want. Who don't want Palace players proving them wrong?
Exactly.
You had Mateta prove you wrong.
That guy.
It's about time we saw Mateta. It's about time. I'm getting sick and tired of all the goals and all the cities getting. It's about time. But then again, I wasn't the only one. I mean, if we go previous tweets, Lou was the one that's saying, Mateta can finish his cult hero.
I've cleaned up. I've cleaned up my Twitter.
You probably have, haven't you?
Wiped it clean. I
need to take that out. Have you actually?
Because I was hacked originally.
No way you deleted your tweets. That is wild. I still got a screenshot.
No, I didn't.
I was going to say that. Listen, that'd be absolutely crazy. But
Mateta was at one time. He was a unicorn in donkey clothing.
Yeah, I always believed in him, but not everyone did. But it's good to it's good for people to get proven wrong, especially Lee with Mateta. All right, people, we're gonna wrap up there. Let us know your score predictions in the comment section down below, as well as dropping a like and subscribing if you have enjoyed the content. That's it from us. And until next time, up the Palace.